Jason, how do we get back to the carrier?
Fly, mate.
Runway TT right.
Yeah, takeoff's not a problem. Landing, it's only as scary as you think it is. Once you get the hang of it, it really does become much, much easier than what you might think.
How well does the autopilot work?
There is no autopilot in ARMA.
Echo 6 launching catwalk 2.
They had an autopilot landing option.
Oh no, don't use that. It is possibly the most dodgiest thing you'll ever experience.
It was
in your life.
making very weird turns.
Yeah, it does. See, it's not worth even attempting to use it.
It's probably still safer than me trying to land.
No, I remember one landing it did with me. It popped
6 is airborne entering anti-clockwise pattern.
2 turning downwind. Right, so when you're flying this, you'll notice you've got the velocity vector, just as if you were in a helicopter, and there's also like a weird W shape. That's your water line, as it's called. So that's the direction that your nose is pointing.
Yeah, I don't see them back here, but...
Yeah, cool. I wasn't sure if it repeated back there or not. So
it doesn't.
the velocity vector points the direction that you're actually travelling, but the water line shows the direction that your nose is facing. So what you get is this angle of attack, which is the difference between those two. And you need to have an angle of attack of about 10 to 15 degrees for your tail hook to work. So you want your velocity vector to be pointing below the horizon, but the water line above the horizon. So that's the first trick. Second trick, you'll notice I've
This
got
is Echo 5, is deck clear.
And I'm just cruising in at like 190 kph. I'm not rushing anything. There's no need to go fast at this point.
Deck looks clear, I don't think anyone's on it.
Yeah, deck looks clear. I'm on downwind currently, passing a beam. Right, so about this point, if it'll help you, then fly this approach that we're doing now, because it'll give you plenty of time to figure out what it is you want to do. So the approach pattern is broken into three legs. First up, you've got the upwind or entry leg, which is what we're going to turn on to now. And what you'll do is you pass over the top of where you want to land, but you're not going to actually land. You're going to use it as a chance to like line yourself up, sort of thing. So what we're going to do is fly over the top of the carrier on carrier heading, but we're not actually going to land. To be advised, 2 is running through the traffic pattern, so I'm not actually on approach, I'm just going through the traffic pattern motions.
This is Echo 5, touchdown on deck. Deck is not clear. Copy.
Copy, deck red. Right, so you see we've lined ourselves up at 180, which is the carrier heading. Sped up a little bit, so
Nice touchdown, Echo 5.
don't have to go too slow. What you're going to do is give yourself a fairly decent
Hurt myself on
space between you
landing.
and the carrier, so just to make sure you've got plenty of time to
I
do
do that
everything
pretty
you
much
wanna
every
do.
landing.
So after about now, so maybe it's about 30 seconds, you just turn left, 180 degrees, so that
Okay,
we're
full
going
on
to be
from
facing
carrier
us
line.
in straight north, and that will be us on what's called the downwind leg.
Deck still red, I repeat, deck is still red. Going to try to get off the
The
runway.
more time you give yourself, the easier it is.
Copy that, deck
Easier
red,
it is.
waving off.
It's a nice red option in my scroll menu.
Yeah, but like I
It's
said...
called an ejection seat.
Right, yeah, so when we get to about here, obviously you know, throttle down, start slowing down. You want full flaps to give yourself plenty of lift, and make sure you put the tail hook down. You'll be surprised how
This
many
is
people
Echo 5,
forget
deck
the
clear
tail
for
hook.
landing. I repeat, deck is clear for landing.
Okay, 4 copies.
So you can see the speed will start to drop, and also as the speed drops, you've got to bring the nose up to counter the lack of speed. So that's what gives you your angle of attack. 2, turn on final.
worse than in a helicopter.
Yeah. As you can see, 140 kph, it really doesn't have to be fast at all. Now, the carrier heading is 180, which means the flight deck heading is actually it's 10 degrees left of that. So it'll be 170, that's what we're going to line ourselves up with. If you look on the hood, you'll be able to see the ILS markers. We've got the glide slope and the localizer. So we line up with the localizer.
I don't see those at all.
Alright, you'll see them when you open the pilot seat at least.
This is Echo 5.
line up on
Apparently,
the
I made
localizer,
takeoff when trying to get
and
do something in my menu.
You need to line up on the glide slope indicator, which is for your height.
Yeah,
Once you
that
get a cross in the center of your screen, you're on approach. Right. So as you can see,
Copy that, deck right.
I didn't flare the landing or anything like that. I just flew straight into the deck
Roger, show off.
and let the wire do its thing. See?
Yeah.
So it's just a case of holding the aircraft, lining yourself up with the ILS, and then just holding the aircraft like that and just let it do what it needs to do. There's no
Second floor is
fuss
the
or-
deck clear, yep.
Clearing now.
Copy that.
Four, 6, are you over the runway at the moment, over?
Deck clear.